mean, we fought for most of the game. I think by the time we got to the fourth quarter, we were a little bit gassed. We had a couple of silly fouls that ended up being and ones, and that kind of shifted the momentum of the game toward the end. But proud of our girls, proud of their fight, proud of their start. That's been a thorn in our side, is how we've been starting games and starting halves. So really, just really proud of them on how they're fighting and how we're continuing to build.
They, how much is just having to play shorthanded affecting your team right now in the rotation and like you said, getting gassed in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it definitely hurts, especially with a couple of our girls being out. Hopefully a couple of them will be back soon, but it does hurt our rotations a little bit. I'm looking across the board at the minutes, and Beck played 34 minutes, Bree 34 minutes, Sid 38 minutes, Riley 37 minutes. Like, that's just a lot of minutes, especially when we're pressing and we're flying around and we're trying to push fast on offense. So it is hurting us a little bit, but it's something that we're not the only team in the country that's dealing with that, and we have to figure out a way to fight through it.
Coach, kind of along those lines, shot the ball well in the first half, and then there was kind of a big drought at the end of the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth quarter. I think it was 14 straight misses. Did you like the looks you were getting? And I know you said, like, in terms of being tired, does that kind of play into that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that we're trying to work on right now is our offense dictates our defense instead of the other way around. So we can't score the ball and then we give up 20 points, and that's just something that can't happen. If we're only going to score 10, they can't have more than 10 or 12 points. We just can't lose the quarter so largely. So yeah, I mean, I like the looks that we were getting. I think that we get a little bit mental sometimes, and we just have to reel them back in and tell them to let the last miss go and be confident and step up and make the next one. So something that we're working on, work in progress.
Coach, are you going to bring up any point of emphasis before next Sunday's game? Anything you really think your team can work on?
Not giving up and ones. That's probably the biggest point of emphasis. I know we're tired, but we're reaching in at the very end. We have to rely on our help side. Our help side has to be there. So just really making sure that our defensive rotations are ready to go. And, everybody knows that Riley and Sid are going to be scoring the basketball. And so I have to find a way every single game to make sure that they're getting open, they're getting the shots that will make them successful. So we're going to go back, we're going to watch some film from tonight, see how they guarded us, see how we could have changed things, and then get ready for Coppin State on Sunday.
They start, I think, 4 players who are 6 feet or taller, and then I'm blanking on her name, number 1.
Yeah, Gracetown.
Yes,
Yep.
who is obviously extremely quick. How tough is that combination that they have with great size, but then such a quick player at the point?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that, and that's why we put in a new zone going into this game. We saw what they ran man-to-man. They post up all of the guards, and that was going to be a real struggle for us, especially when we go with our smaller lineups. So we put in our 2-3 zone to try to help us, and, we really just struggled with Grace Townsend. She just got into the paint at will. She shot 7 for 11, 8 for 9 from the free throw line. So she's got 23 points, 4 assists. That's kind of hard to combat. So, we tried to make that adjustment knowing that they had that size advantage over us, and we knew that they could shoot threes, and we weren't afraid to play that zone even though we knew that they were going to hit some threes. So yeah, we just tried to adjust to it the best way that we could.
Coach, on a positive note, Sydney's performance tonight, I think it was 26 points. Obviously shooting the ball well from behind the arc, but also seemed to get in a rhythm inside as well, able to drive. What do you think of her performance tonight?
I'm just really proud of her bounce back. If you guys could have seen her in practice these last 2 days, I was really worried. I even wrote her a note today, like, just be confident and let the shots come to you. Don't force it. And she came out on fire to start. So, her bounce back was great, and I hope that she uses that momentum to spark her moving forward. We needed it. We needed it today. Riley struggled a little bit to score. She saw nothing easy. We knew that would happen coming off of her 31-point performances. And, Sydney stepped up.
Just wanted to touch upon Riley's performance, where it's definitely she's been having a phenomenal season, and today she definitely pulled the shots where they were falling for her.
I mean, honestly, I probably won't. You know, her shots weren't falling. She was 4 for 14. She had 2 and 3 people guarding her at any given time, and she still ended up with 13 points and 5 assists. You know, that's all that I can really ask for. Oh, and 3 steals. So, I mean, some of those shots she definitely could have hit. Those are shots that she has made in the past couple of games. But, I mean, she'll watch the film. Riley's going to be hard enough on herself, and it's going to be our jobs to pick her up and get her ready for Sunday.
Okay, guys? Solid.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you
you, guys.
guys.
Thank you.